primetime team of the 80s. So, okay, I don't know if there's any questions, or we can pass them on to Bill, or anybody have any questions you want to ask?
Greatest Laker of all time.
All right, Joyce, I'll let you on that one.
I don't think I can answer that. I really don't. I would say probably, you would think you would say Jerry West or Wilt.
Jerry West, okay.
You know, of course Magic, but for Bill, it would be Jerry West.
Okay.
Jerry actually tells him, I mean, Bill was like the nicest guy in the world. Everybody in sports says if you want, in terms of just being a nice guy, Bill's the nicest guy, but he was such a competitor that Jerry tells the story that Bill was guarding him when Bill was on the Celtics and Jerry was on the Lakers, and we're talking Jerry West here, so he hit like 11 shots in a row. They were playing one-on-one, and Jerry says that Bill took a swing at him. So his nickname was Battling Bill. So, but his free throw percentage lifetime was 83.3%. So, but like I said, he has the all-time record of in addition to being thrown out of a game but never being in a game, he has the all-time record of leading the league in free throw shootings in seven different seasons. So, yes.
Do I have the, if memory serves me correctly, I could be wrong, the starting team of the Lakers in 71-72, forwards, McMillan, Harrison, center was Chamberlain, and the guards were West and Goodrich. Is that correct?
Right. And one of the bench players was Pat Riley.
Pat Riley.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
Thank you.
Jim Clemens was a rookie. Jim McMillan had the real pressure because he was rookies thrown in, or a second-year guy thrown in to replace Elgin Baylor.
Yeah.
But
After Baylor, of course.
and it's, yeah, Joyce is helping produce a documentary on the 71-72 Lakers and the 33-game winning streak. So it's the all-time greatest streak in professional sports. Of course, UCLA on the college level won 88 in a row, but for any professional team, it's the all-time record. The New York Giants baseball team won 26 in a row, but this streak was the all-time record. So, anything else? Any other questions? Yes.
How did he deal with prima donna? How did he deal with prima donna?
Okay. Well, like I told you the story of the shoot-around, he bought Wilt lunch. That helped. But
He always said that he made them think it was his idea. I mean, their idea. Sorry. He made them think it was their idea. He'd take them aside and talk to them in a way that eventually they thought, well, why don't I try it this way? And he'd say, yes, that's a great idea.
has he ever talked about playing for the Red Arrows?
Yes. Red was tough to play for, and in those days their contract was really from game to game. You know, they only were paid for winning, you know, not for guaranteed contracts. So it was tougher times, tougher travel. Red was quite the character, as everyone knows, but he loved him dearly. I think all the players really did love him, but he was gruff and he was demanding.
Yeah, I remember I did a story with a book I did where we went back and talked to all the old Celtics. It was 30 years after those games in the 60s, and all the other players, all the other Celtics were, you know, tied the heat of the battle like Bill. But now, you know, we all look at the Lakers, and we were comrades. And so then I went to Red, and Red, using a four-letter word, said, "Bleep them. They were the enemy then, they're the enemy now." Red never gave an inch. So, yes, Mark. A former basketball player himself.
Mrs. Sharman alluded to the fact that when Bill played, they didn't have signed contracts, they played day to day.
Well, eventually, like, they would sign a year's contract, but it was no longer than a year.
Really?
And, yes, and the bill was this. I didn't know him then. We got married in 1981. I always say imagine that together. But Bill was the second highest paid player in the league, second or third highest paid player, and he made $22,000 a year. And so it was. And that was a year at a time.
That's why you're making one day.
This gives you an idea of what Red Auerbach is like. When they closed Boston Gardens, they had a night for each player whose jersey was retired at Boston Gardens. So Bill's jersey was retired there, number 21. And we went to Boston, and it was Bill Sharman Day in Boston. And we were in Red's office, and Red said, we were about to leave, and he said, where are you kids going now? And we said, back to our hotel. He said, come on, I'll take you. So we got in his car, which was just a, kind of an old car. He was not a flashy man or anything. He always had a cigar. And he took us in his car to Nathaniel, what was that called? Nathaniel? And he said, I want you to see my statue. And they had built a statue of Red. He's actually sitting on a park bench and smoking a cigar. And so he pulled up, and it was below zero. And he said, walk down there and turn left, and you'll see my statue right there. And we said, okay. And we ran down, went down to the statue, and we took some pictures of Bill with the statue. And we ran back, and Red was gone. That was just the way he wanted. He just, and so we finally, someone felt sorry for us, I think, and got us away back to the hotel. But he just was that kind of guy, He didn't mean it to be mean. He just thought maybe we would want to spend a lot of time with the statue.
I remember I interviewed Red right before when Phil Jackson was about to break his record for, Red had the record of 10 championships for a coach. So Phil was going for his 11th championship, and I said, to ask Red, I said, would you call, if he does it, will you call him to congratulate him? And Red was so gruff, he'd say, well, maybe, but I sure as hell wouldn't buy him dinner. And Red was Jewish, remember, he Arnold Auerbach. So, any other questions? Okay. What do you want to do? Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Who is Bill like in this year's NBA Finals, and what does he think the Lakers' prospects are in getting back to the NBA Finals? What's going on?
Bill, you think the Miami or Miami or San Antonio?
He thinks Miami will probably win. It's not necessarily who he's rooting for, but someone presented an interesting thought about Miami winning, that they were the closest to ever come to the 33-game winning streak, 28, just this last year. So or 27, thank you. Thank you, Steve. They won 27 in a row, and they came the closest. And so the thought was presented, if they win, then it makes them look like, they couldn't break the record of the 33. And so should we root for Miami?
As for the Laker prospects, we'll find out in the next month. See whether Dwight Howard comes back, whether they keep Powell, how Kobe's Achilles is. A lot of question marks. If Steve Nash can still play on his 40-year-old legs. He's gonna be 40. What's that? No, he's sort of retired.
Well, yes, it's 40th year.
That's
Yeah.
true.
No, Bill attends all the practices and training camp, and he writes monthly reports critiquing the players, so he doesn't really participate in the actual decisions, but his input is there.
Okay. Thank you for everybody for coming. We really appreciate it. I know Bill and Joyce appreciate it.
Is this yours?
No, not mine. He had.
We'll come back.
It was, yeah.
I said, anything, baby? Sure.
No, this is the Democrat. This is for the Democrat.
Wait, hang on one sec, so Ron's getting.
Get the other one.
The one rebel flag or whatever.
Bill, look here.
We got a picture of Bill.
Here.